What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. Today's video, I'm going to show you the ultimate way to defeat the 7-star Electric Terra Emboar raid for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And this video will feature the best solo build that you should use to farm Herba Mystica and the ultimate PanFro Games patented one-hit KO strategy. And if you've been watching my channel, you already know what that strategy is. And of course, guys, if you like my type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So the quick raid breakdown is, once again, this Emboar is a thick boy, but the thing is, it has times 40 HP, which is scary. So it has a lot of HP, and it has a lot of damaging moves that inflict its damage to itself, which means Reckless gives a 20% damage boost to Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, and Head Smash. Now, it does have Bulk Up, but it only uses this towards the end of the raid, and it will set up its shields early at 90%. But honestly, I found this raid to be relatively easy, especially with our one-hit KO strategy that you can use with 4 people total online or in my Discord or whatever you want to do. Now, the reason why this raid is great to farm, and I would recommend farming, especially if you do VGC or raid battling, is because you get HP ups. And this is the easiest HP ups we have ever seen in raid history for Scarlet and Violet. The last time we had good HP ups was for Eevee. And once again, you get Herba Mystica, 15% chance of getting at least one. Player 1 is going to be running Landorus Incarnate with the item Life Orb, max HP, max special attack, modest nature, and make sure to have the ability Sheer Force, which will allow you to do even more damage when you're going to be using the move Earth Power. Now, as I mentioned, this is a one-hit KO, but it is a 2-turn strat. So player 1, on turn 1, we go for Nasty Plot, then you're going to go for Earth Power. Make sure when you go for Earth Power that you wait for every other player to do the moves before you go for it, or this will not work. Patience is key when you're farming for Herba Mystica and HP ups. Now, player 2 is going to be running out Creamy. You can have the Covert Cloak on it. Super easy. Max HP, max defense, bold nature, and make sure you have the signature move Decorate. You're going to use this on the Landorus on turn 1, and on turn 2, you're going to use Helping Hand on the Landorus to give it an additional 50% damage boost. Now, player 3 and 4 are both going to be running Hisuian Quillfish. You're going to be using the item Eviolite, which will give you an additional boost to your defense and special defense stats. Now, you're going to have max HP, max defense with a bold nature, and you're going to make sure you have the ability Intimidate. With 2 Quillfish on the field, that means Emboar is going to start the raid at -2 attack, making sure that everyone on the field will survive for both turns. Now, player 3, who wanted the Quillfish, will go for Acid Spray twice. Player 4 will go for Acid Spray on turn 1, and then on turn 2, go for an Attack Cheer. Now, here is the diagram. Feel free to take a screenshot of this and post it in whatever Discords or whatever. But also feel free to join my Discord. Some people will be doing it this weekend. Just make sure that you have these Pokemon built up, as I mentioned in the video, and you should be good to go. But as you can see the calc at HP times 40 on Emboar, this is a guarantee one-hit KO. Good luck. Just remember as player 1 that you need to be patient on the second turn and wait for all the things to happen before you hit your attack. So we got the double fish out. We got double Intimidate coming out from the fishies to put him at -2 attack immediately, which is actually huge, and it just guarantees that everyone in the raid will survive unless there's like a critical hit. So I'm just going to go for a Nasty Plot. We're going to set up myself to +2 special attack. You get 2 Acid Spray, so he's at -4 special defense. And then a Decorate hits me, which will also give me a +2 special attack. So I'm at +4 now. And now I'm going to wait for everyone to go off on here. So so the Attack Cheer goes off. We get 1 more Acid Spray, and now I just need the Helping Hand to hit my body. And the Helping Hand is there. And once you see that go off, a little bit of lag there, we go for the Earth Power, and we get a free one-hit KO. And that's how we do it on the Pan Fam. Easy, free 99. We do it every single time. I gotta say this. The most consistent, best raider for Pokemon Scarlet Violet has done it again. Now, I did a lot of testing on the best solo build, and I think Annihilate ends up being the best. In terms of speed, it is the exact same speed as Landorus Incarnate, but I will say this, everyone has Annihilate, and I think Annihilate is a lot easier to pilot in the raid than something like the Landorus Incarnate. So I'm actually going to recommend Annihilate for the build here. Now, we're going to go Terra Ghost in the Shell Bell. Ideally, your max attack, max defense, but I was able to do it with max HP, so don't feel like you don't have, like, you know, reset your EVs. I did with max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature. Your ability does not matter. The 3 moves you need for this raid is Rage Fist, Taunt, and Bulk Up. You're going to use Taunt right before the Emboar uses Bulk Up twice, so it doesn't set up on you, and then you can just smooth sail through the end game. Bulk Up's going to give you additional attack and defense, which is very important because you are going to be taking a lot of big hits here. And Focus Energy you can use. If you get a crit, that's going to do a massive amount of damage, 50% chance of critting. It's up to you when to use it. I would use it when you're ahead, and then the raid can go faster if you get that 50% chance of a crit, but you don't have to do it. So I'm going to focus more on these 3 moves here. The only downside of Annihilate is you can get burned. If you get burned, you have to use the heal cheer, or you're going to get like no damage, which is why physical attackers do have a disadvantage to something like Landorus Incarnate for sure. But I think Annihilate overall is the easiest to run and is incredibly fast, especially you get the focus energy off and you get a crit, then it is the fastest to solo this raid. All right, so we're doing the solo Annihilate demo here, and we're gonna be starting off with a bulk up on turn 1. Now, the bulk up is very important because we get that +1 defense, and defense here is going to be coming on the next turn, at least the activation of his effect. So we need to do bulk up to take this first hit. So it always does about 50% when you're max HP. If you're max defense, you will run this a lot better. Now, we're going to go for Rage Fist. We want to do 2 Rage Fists here. The reason why is we want to build that Terra Charge. That's the most important thing. And of course, if you don't know how Rage Fist works, whenever we get hit, we do more damage, and it caps at 300 damage on the move. Even if we die, the stacks don't reset. Unfortunately, he did crit us here. Crits happen, 4% chance of getting crit, but it is what it is, right? We're just going to go for another Rage Fist here. And, I mean, it is a little bit sad that we're going to die here, but that's fine. It's whatever. We do decent damage here, and he's definitely going to kill us here. We still... No, decent amount of damage. Only +1. So we die, and that's fine. Honestly, you're probably going to die once. That's just how it is in the solo. Also, I'll say this. If you have any Intimidator partners, Life 2 partners, it's going to make the raid a lot easier. I'm doing it with some of the hardest group of Pokemon that don't help me any way, shape, or form, just to demonstrate this. So he's going to remove our buffs, which is fine. We don't really mind that whatsoever. He removed his debuffs. That's also fine. So what we're going to do now is we are going to start with a bulk up. It's very important to start bulking up again because we cannot take these hits well whatsoever. So we got to go for this bulk up. Now, Flare Blitz is going to do a lot once again. Hopefully he doesn't crit me again. I haven't seen 2 crits in this raid yet on me. All right, pretty good. Now I'm going to go for actually a second bulk up here because we just want to be extra safe. It also increases our damage, but we need that survivability and sustain because we still got to charge up that Terra Orb, right? All right, so Flare Blitz is going to come in. We're +2 though, and we're about at 50%, so that's pretty good. And we are going to now go for our 3rd Rage Fist, and this will fully charge on our Terra Orb, which is great. So number 3 comes through. It's going to do decent damage. Damage is going to come through here. Yeah, you know, puts us back in the green. Feel like 37. And we should be fine here. All right, we're good. All right. And now we're going to Terra and go for the Rage Fist. And at this point, we're pretty much going to be hitting for almost max damage. I wasn't counting how many times we've been hit. But yeah, we're going to be hitting a lot. I mean, Terra boosted stab, Rage Fist, 300 DP, +2 attack. It's going to be a lot of damage coming through here, right? I will mention, though, if you get burned anytime throughout the raid, you need to go for a heal cheer. Not only will it heal you and your partners, but it'll also remove the burn, too. So hopefully you don't get bad RNG on the burns. But that's pretty good damage right there, you know? Now, I would say this, depending on how well you take this next Flare Blitz and how you feel, you could go for a 3rd bulk up. Or you just go for Rage Fist. If you just want to make it super easy, you can just go for a 3rd, or just keep going for another Rage Fist. I'm going for a 3rd bulk up because it does make the raid slightly faster just to be doing more damage. Plus, we do take less damage. It's more of a safety strat than anything. Of course, unless you get crit, then all your stuff gets ignored, which sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. But now we're going to go for Rage Fist. Now we're done bulking up for the rest of the raid, in my opinion, right? And also, if you didn't want to go for a bulk up there, you could go for a focus energy. You could. I think bulk up is more consistent. And at this point, that's going to give us, you know, full HP every single time. From the rest of the raid, we're getting full HP, right? Alright, so we're going to break his shield on his next turn with our Rage Fist. And then we're going to hit him with a taunt on the following turn. It's very important we go for this taunt because it's going to make the raid so much faster. Because he will go for 2 bulk ups, not just 1, 2 bulk ups, which is very problematic. But we shred right through him right there. Of course, you get a crit, you're just going to do crazy damage. You almost kill if you get a crit at that point. All right, so we broke him. He got the bulk up, unfortunately, off before we could go for a taunt. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that does happen. He's going to get both off. That's fine. That's honestly fine. It happens. It happens. And so, luckily, we're +3. So it's actually not going to do that much. And if you want to be doing consistent damage at this point, I would actually just recommend going for a 4th bulk up because we had some really bad RNG there. I'm going to go for a 4th bulk up because now we're back to being +2/+2 versus him. And then that was a free bulk up because we get attacked twice. So now we're +4/+4. He's +2/+2. So the difference is we're back to that +2/+2 advantage. And this is going to do a good amount. There's going to be 2 more Rage Fists. We'll definitely get the kill unless we get a critical hit. But at this point in the raid, you just win. So Annihilate, super easy, super breezy. You know, we had a little bit of RNG with that crit, but, you know, he's, even with 1 bad crit, you're going to have a good time. He Crash does literally no damage. And, yeah, he's just going to keep popping off. You know, he's at this point in the raid, he's going to keep hitting us twice in a row. But the thing is, we're just healed to full every single time with another Rage Fist. He just can't handle this big damage. He's going to get really low here. If we had some better raid partners who did better damage, he probably would be dead at this point. But, you know, 1 more to finish him off. And honestly, the Rage Ape doesn't lie. Rage Ape does not lie. He does a really stellar, great job. Like I said, we had some bad RNG there with that crit. And, you know, maybe that 3rd bulk up was maybe a mistake. You know, maybe should have just gone for Rage Fist. Oh, now we got burned. Talk about bad RNG. At this point in the raid, I don't even care. I just go for the kill. We just go for the kill at this point. It's whatever. Like, it's not going to do as much damage, but at this point, he's so low. We're +2 still. We should get the kill here. We do. So there you go. That is how you solo Emboar. I think Annihilate is the most consistent, easiest thing to run, even with bad RNG. We got a burn. We got crit. We still pull through the raid. And, you know, we only died in the beginning, and it didn't really matter. So there you have it. Well, anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to, of course, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. I make Pokemon videos, Nuzlocke, all this other stuff, and other video game action. Oh, yeah, we got 2 herbs, so there we go. Herba Mystica. Farm that herb, get that HP ups. Anyways, peace out. Have a good one.